The love messages I got are the things you said to me. You have a very strong psychic connection with this person. You and them think exactly the same way, especially on how the way you guys feel being apart from each other, missing each other, thinking about how this relationship ended the way it did and how this person said something to you. And I believe you had a few words for this person too. So there were some things you said to them as well that you can't get out of your head about, and they can't either. It could have been a argument you guys had. This could have been the last time you communicated with this person, because after the things that you guys said to each other, you felt like you needed to retreat yourself from this connection. It was something that they said that made you feel like they're not for you. Because whatever they said, it made you feel rejected. But this person feels like they felt rejected on whatever you said to them as well. So this argument could have been a type of argument where you felt like maybe there's something else that's better out here for you. But this conversation you guys had with this person, it's what made this relationship to end. Like both of you guys retreated. It could have been through a text, a phone call. A lot of you guys weren't physically present with each other at this time when you guys had this argument. So it could have been through a conversation, a text for some of you guys. Whatever you said to this person though, it made your person retreat and try to control themselves on wanting to come back. Even though you and them left this connection alone, this person's been wanting to reach out to you, but they're trying to hold themselves on doing it. Because, like I said, whatever you said to them is replaying in their head. It's making them hold back from you. Part of this argument you had with this person could have been because you were starting to feel like this relationship wasn't going anywhere. It was stuck. They weren't really expressing to you how they truly felt about you. When you expressed that to this person on how they were making you feel about that, not making things exclusive, taking things real slow, not getting anywhere in this relationship, they got defensive about it. They could have deflected a lot in this conversation. It could have made you feel like they wanted to take things way slower than what you wanted. They could have told you they really didn't want a serious relationship at that time. It's like even though you wanted something more with this person, it's like the time that they wanted to spend with you was like they wanted it on their time. they wanted this relationship to stay a situationship. And they could have told you that. This could be a father figure. I think you ended up getting frustrated one day and you ended up going off on them because you felt like you were being stuck in this relationship. It wasn't getting off the ground. They were constantly breaking your heart while you were in this connection with them. You felt like this person was controlling you, this connection, and the situations you guys had. And that's what made you say something to them about it. You felt like there were other people in this connection that they were dealing with. So you could have mentioned that in this conversation with this person. And they didn't take it in too good. Like I said, they became aggressive in the argument, hurtful, argumentative. It's like they didn't want to hear you out. This could have been the type of conversation where you knew this was probably going to be the end of this connection. You got tired of hiding how the way you felt about it. Them being secretive with other connections, lying to you, making you feel how the way they do. You got tired of putting it under the rug because you felt like this person was ignoring you on how the way you felt. You felt like they didn't give a fuck about your feelings. And that's what made you speak up to them about the shit that they were doing. They didn't like it because whatever you told this person, it was the truth, especially about them seeing other people. While you were telling this person how the way you felt on the fucked up things they were doing, this person they were trying to project because they didn't like the fact that you were speaking the fucking truth about how the way they are. So the things you said to this person was the truth, but it was hurtful for them to hear it from you. And while you was telling them this and they was feeling this pain, it's like your person was trying to hurt you by saying some petty things, spiteful things, hurtful, very hurtful. They didn't like that you told them how secretive they can be, how the way they're hiding shit from you. This could have been an ultimatum. This conversation could have been like this. Because I feel like when you mentioned these issues to this person, you wanted this person to choose. Because that was the problem. You felt like this person wasn't choosing. They were juggling. They didn't know what to choose. For some of you guys, you may have asked your person what was their intentions in this connection, and they probably didn't really give you an answer for it. They could have ran around a little bit on the question. So they probably wasn't really direct on what their intentions were with you. But you definitely got tired of getting stuck. This person making you feel like they wanted to be with you and wanted to have their freedom at the same time. And that's what made your person upset, is because how the way you came at them. They felt like you were trying to rush them on making this choice. But that's not it, because you've been waiting for this person to choose for a long time. And they just wouldn't do it. That's what made you speak up about this shit. Your person felt comfortable in this situation you had with them. They didn't want to take it as far as an exclusive relationship. So when you mentioned these issues to them, they felt some type of way about it, because they felt like they weren't being in control of this relationship. They were starting to lose control of this relationship, because you're standing your ground now. You're refusing to stay stuck in this relationship. You're refusing for this person to keep shit in the air and not really knowing what the fuck they want from you. It was either the streets or you. And your person didn't like you coming at them like that. Because when you didn't speak up like this to them, it made this person feel like they were in control of the relationship and you. And it's like you wanted this person to tell you the truth on them being a hoe, how the way they are, and how much of a liar they are. And your person wouldn't do that. Like I said, your person was very defensive. So even though you knew what they were doing and you spoke on it, they were kind of denying it at the same time, because they weren't trying to give you any answers on what they wanted, if they were really seeing other people, on what they were lying to you about. They were making you feel like you had to compete for their love, their attention, their time. When this person was being defensive the way they were, it made you feel like you weren't going to get anywhere with them. They weren't going to compromise. They weren't trying to be fair. They weren't really hearing you out, not understanding where you were coming from, even though you were speaking facts. That's when you decided to shut down. You haven't spoken to this person since then. Your person decided to not entertain the conversation like you wanted them to, because they wanted to have control. And they felt like they were losing control in the conversation, because it was the truth. They didn't like that feeling. So one way that they were trying to hurt you, so they wanted to break your heart and retreat from this connection, because they felt like they had no choice at that time. There was no more stalling. And instead of choosing, they decided to retreat. Like I said, your person didn't really give you any answers. They weren't doing that in this conversation. Not the answers you wanted. Your person knows how toxic they are, how much of a liar. They like to be in these streets and wild out, but it's like your person be trying to play you like as if they not in these streets like the way they are. But you know what it is. You already know how much of a big hole your person is, and your person tries to hide that from you. When you started seeing how messy this person is, you poured out your cup of love. Whatever your person said to you, it made you realize that they didn't deserve you. Your person was losing this argument. That's the reason why they reacted the way they did. They didn't think that you were going to speak your truth about them, because you see who this person is. And your person doesn't want you to see it. But you see it. They were still trying to deny that they weren't seeing anybody, that they weren't lying to you. Your person likes to manipulate you, gaslight you, to make you feel like you've done something wrong in this relationship when it was really actually them. Now that you guys decided to retreat from this connection and you're not saying nothing to them, this person is missing you. They thought that they were going to win this argument by them walking away, dating other people still. But they're not, because they keep on replaying what you said, because what you said was the truth and they know it. That's why it's bothering them. And it's hurting them at the same time because you're keeping your love away from them. They were refusing to tell you the truth on what was going on between y'all and what was going on behind your back. Some of you guys don't even know if you want to have a future with this person anymore because of the things they said to you. Because what they said to you, like I said, it was hurtful. It was more than hurtful. It was words that came out their mouth you never knew that they will ever say. And it's not like you were picking on this person. It's just that this was a conversation that you needed to know for yourself, because you got tired of being in a position where you were being stuck and this connection wasn't getting off the ground. And they made it harder for you. Your person was trying to hurt you by saying what they said to you because, for one, you were speaking the truth on what they were doing. And for two, you were hurting their feelings while you were saying it. So they wanted to hurt your feelings. They miss you so damn much. If you've been intimate with this person, they miss the sex too. It made you feel like you're not just gonna keep on trying to water this connection and it's not growing. It's not. You stop putting effort in this connection. Your person doesn't like that shit because they know why you stopped working with them in this relationship. They have other people they're involved with and they like to lie to you. And your person doesn't like when you stand your ground to them. Since they can't reach out to you, all they've been doing is been on your social media, hoping that they can get this other chance with you. But they're also sad and broken on how the way you just shut down on them because of what they said. Because whatever they said to you, it made you see how they felt about you and this connection. It made you feel like they didn't want this connection as much as you did. You're ignoring them. They don't like that. Man. I feel like whatever you said was nothing but facts, baby. And it just made your person lose fucking control on the argument, on how the way they acting. This person is still out here in these streets, wilding out, trying not to think about what the fuck you said to them. Because whatever you said to them, this person is still doing it. This is a repeated cycle that they're fucking doing. Your person doesn't want to face the truth on how they really are. They're all trapped in their head about what you said. They can't get it out of their head. They can't. Plus, especially if that was the last conversation y'all had, hell yeah, it's replaying in their head. The fucked up things they said to you, that they knew that was spiteful. They knew it was going to break your heart on saying it, but they said it anyway, just to get the upper hand. They didn't really think clearly on the things they said to you, because, like I said, your person wasn't listening. They just felt like you was coming at them in a certain way that made them feel like they had to come at you harder, even though you were expressing how the way you felt. They don't like you telling them on what they doing wrong, how trifling they can be. They don't like you to tell them that because they don't want you to see that. But you're no fool. You know what this person is doing. They try to hide it from you, but they can't. They know they can't. That's the thing. Till this day, they trying to still deny the shit on what they do to you, on what they've done to you. They try to hide their tracks, they lies. But they can't hide it from you because you always find out about it. I think this conversation y'all had pretty much, like I said, could have been like the end of this connection. Both of you guys could have felt that way too. It felt like that because this person couldn't run away and keep this connection in the air and not make a choice. And I feel like your person decided that they wanted their freedom. They didn't want an exclusive relationship. They wanted y'all to still have this casual relationship. And you wanted something more. You wasn't budging. You were standing your ground on it. You were telling them how the way they made you feel, how they was trying to play you with other people. But I feel like your person was not hearing you out because, like I said, they were starting to lose control of this connection and you. Because they saw that you wasn't backing down from it and you was going to stand your ground on whatever decision that they made. You was going to accept it. They feel guilty on saying what the fuck they said to you. They know that they shouldn't have said that shit, but they wanted to do it to hurt your feelings at that time. You were hurting their feelings because they felt like you were letting them go. But they know now on what they said to you, that still wasn't right for them to say what they said to you, because that's what made this relationship tear apart. It's hard for your person, and they're scared to tell you the truth, even though you know. And even though the way they are out here, that doesn't mean that they don't love you, because they see you as their twin flame, their soulmate still. But you know that this person isn't ready to have the kind of relationship you want, because they're still out here doing the most. And I feel like your person is out here still doing the most is because they don't know how to heal. And this is their way of trying to cope without you being around, losing you. So they're being reckless as fuck right now still, especially not having you around. But whatever they said, They know it was fucked up. It's what made you completely shut down from them. They lost you because of this conversation. They didn't want to compromise. They don't want to admit that you were right. They don't want to tell you how bad their addictions are. And it's hard for them to tell you how much they love you. They know that they can't reach out to you unless they give you the truth. They're honest. Because that's what made you shut down in the first place, is because they're not honest. It's a guilty conscience this person has, because they know how dishonest they were to you. So whatever you said to this person, it's going to stay stuck in their head until they speak their truth to you. Let's see y'all next video. Love.